And brothers and sisters, we are finally back. We finally made it to another reaction on this Mystelics Reacts channel. Welcome to every single one of you guys, all the Mystelics family and the new individuals who tuned in to see what's up with my thoughts and comments on this here reaction video. And sisters, big up yourself as well. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and comments also in the comment box below so we can definitely see it in that regard as well. Also, guys, like I indicated last week, I will definitely be reacting to the video that has the most comments on it. Of course, reacting to the comments of you guys right there. I think a number of persons wanted me to do this in the comments, so I definitely want to do this as well, and I will be doing this on Friday. So the video of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe I should do it on Saturday. Yeah, so Saturday, brothers and sisters, the video Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whichever video has the highest amount of comments, I'm gonna be reacting to that video, the comments in the comment box below, and of course responding to them. So definitely leave your thoughts and comments in the comment box below, guys, and of course don't forget to click the thing, man. Click the thumbs up button to help push and then be recommended more of my videos right there. Of course, subscribe and turn on a post notification for more vibrations, as I will definitely be posting. And when I post, you'll be notified when I post and publish them, my dear brothers and sisters. Anyways, without further ado, let us get the vibrations for the day. Of course, I saw this sentiment, brothers and sisters. This sentiment, apparently DBS was trying to do like MO News, I guess. And trying to do some sort of thing, but apparently they keep putting the wrong titles. This is not the first time apparently this has been happening, and apparently they were doing some sort of funeral that looks like right there. Yes, brothers and sisters, some funeral, but of course they put the wrong thing in the title, considering it to be the official opening of the Ocean Oasis Hotel, which of course I did a reaction on that. Insane prices, brothers and sisters. You have to bring your dirty money for that one right there, but of course they had this opening right there, and they're talking about, and I don't understand what's going on. Anyways, let me leave that alone, brothers and sisters. But they were actually recording a funeral, and they actually had this for the title right there, and somebody indicated something very interesting, and they're asking, is that a sign? Is that a sign for the Ocean Oasis Hotel? Is that a sign, brothers and sisters? I do not know. What are your thoughts, man? Especially with the expensive prices. Omelette is $46. One eggs, brothers and sisters, is the plural. They have the one eggs is $32. Brother. What? Guys, you think I going there? But you must lie like Satan, brothers and sisters. Imagine going there for a breakfast and you can do your entire shopping. I think the breakfast was $400 and something. 400 and something. Can you imagine going out and do your grocery shopping for the entire month for $400, brothers and sisters? These people are wild. But anyways, that's not the point. The DBS actually made a mistake in that regard, from my understanding right there. So hopefully DBS, you can always rectify. Look at this stuff before you post it out. Look at this stuff, man, after all. Anyways, brothers and sisters, we're moving along right there. Apparently there was a robbery in Mero, brothers and sisters, at Lennon's place. And apparently this, I think, is the individual right there. He was definitely well tied, collected. Sometimes when you go to the police, you tell them, hey, robbery, especially when you see them on camera, smiling and having the peace. Yes, brothers and sisters, these people, the police sometimes don't come for them until probably 2, 3, 4, if they ever come for them at all, weeks later. But this one, they catch. They catch them and they time to a post. They say, if you think you're going nowhere, police, you don't go in nowhere until police comes. So if police decide to take 2 to 3 weeks, you stay there. You stay in there. And based on how we looking, it seems like he get a share. Brothers and sisters, he gets some share food. If you understand what me get some milk, brothers and sisters. They give him a good milking. His conditions right there. They make sure you don't have energy to go nowhere. And they tie him on the pole. And police have to be careful how they taking him, because apparently he must have get some sick blows. Don't volley, my goodness. What you volleying for? Why? Stop volleying. People think people work hard for that thing. Why you going to? Well, you probably say, well, you're working hard to thief. No, but stop your dirty ways. That's not a job for you to be doing. And I understand the economy hard, brothers and sisters. Talking about economy hard, I remember seeing this video. Now, this video is in St. Vincent, brothers and sisters. But I'm sure we can definitely see that sentiment in the nature of the Caribbean, Dominica, because as a result of what the government has done to the economy.
I finished school.
He say he finished school. He don't look like he goes to school at all. But he finished school, remember? He finished school. Hopefully that means he graduate. No work for him. He finished school. No work for him. He have to find other ways, maybe trying to be like this guy. I don't know.
I
I can't survive. What you was doing overseas? So you couldn't survive overseas, or you was? What you was doing overseas? Huh? Everything expensive. You hear me? Everything expensive out here. And can you imagine that sentiment is being echoed in Dominica? This is one of the reasons why I always wondering, brothers and sisters, is this a plight where the government officials across the Caribbean are literally doing this to the Caribbean? Literally failing to do the proper things that they need to do. They are literally failing at elevating the standing of the people. They are literally failing at putting measures in place so that people can be independent of them. As I'm saying this, brothers and sisters, this is the understanding of what a classic liberal is. This is ideal classic liberalism. Not the kind of thing of today, no, brothers and sisters. We're talking about the olden version of it, brothers and sisters, not the modern day one. Or in other words, modern conservatism. Interesting. He went to school, guess he graduated, he finished school, come back in his country, I don't know, maybe he was overseas studying. You don't see nothing happening, brothers and sisters. So when you see this kind of sentiment, can you fault, oh, Mystelics, can you fault individuals for doing things like this? Can you fault them for going and rob when they have been displaced, they are not seen a way forward? Because the country is bent on keeping the people down. And it seems like the leaders are working together in cahoots for the labor rights to come and say, oh, but look, it happening elsewhere. There's a video I saw of an Antiguan girl talking about how hard it is and thing. I need to get to the bottom of it. I think I might drop that tomorrow. We'll see how that goes, brothers and sisters. But that sentiment is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Don't you think so? I think so myself, brothers and sisters, because he's saying he cannot survive. So maybe he'll have to end up doing things like what this guy had ended up unfortunately doing. And he got caught by the people he go and rob, and then look at him going to eat rice in prison now. Rice, you're going to eat rice. But then again, if things were so bad, is eating rice. People are willing to take the risk to say, hey, well, at least I will go prison and eat rice. Is that the stake? At least if I get caught, at least I will be able to survive. Because I'll be eating rice. Rice porridge, rice pie, rice bread, rice bacon, name it, rice, everything, brothers and sisters. Interesting, ain't it? What are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts right there. And of course, as indicated, this of the sentiment of actually doing things for your country. This is one of the things I think needs to definitely happen. Burkina Faso, 37 years old, brothers and sisters. Military President Captain Ibrahim Traoré, keep in mind, has officially refused the traveling out of his country. Why? To any other country for health issues. So if he has some health issues, he wants to stay in his country to make sure that he gets the best treatment in his country. He doesn't need to go travel. Not even to Russia, brothers and sisters, he wants to go. He just made it very clear, claim himself, that if he still have to travel out for medical purposes, then it only means hospitals in Burkina Faso are not good enough. What does that tell you about Dominica, brothers and sisters? We have nice looking building, but the people who quote unquote put the materials or whatever, the invoice together to build these nice buildings, they're still living to go overseas for better medical attention. They still have helicopter coming for them and flying them out. Who knows, brothers and sisters, what's going on? Do you think that the people who actually care about the people will say, hey, if I look at myself and I'm seeing that my hospitals are not well and I have to fly myself overseas, what does that mean? Or how does that make me feel about the people that I'm in charge of? How does that reflect? It solely reflects that you don't care about the very people. That you're making nice building hospital, but the healthcare is still shit. Brothers and sisters, talk to me nicely, please. I mean, isn't it evident Burkina Faso is making an example of himself, saying, if I have to leave to go overseas to get better medical attention, that means my hospital that I'm in charge of, the healthcare that I'm in charge of, means that it is not good. if the ministers of government thought of this, brothers and sisters, they know that, hey, oh my God, I will never forget when SKERRIT went up on stage in front of the audience that putting him in power to do things for them. He's saying that he can fly himself out and his family for medical attention or better medical attention. And then ask the people who voting for him to do things for them. He asking them, what about you guys? What do you mean, what about you? We putting you there to do things for us. And you asking, what about us? Really? But Buckingham Faso president is definitely somebody who is definitely doing something positive. Don't you think so? He said if I have to fly out, that means the hospitals are not good. We need to make sure that the hospitals are good so I don't need to fly out. And inadvertently watching myself being participant in the hospitals and participating in better healthcare and practices, then the people themselves will benefit. I think that is what true leadership is. Not you saying you building nice building for people, look nice building, but yourself flying out. I will never forget the Minister of Health when he was Minister of Health. Wife was sick, I don't know if she's still, I don't know what's going on. But when I found out, brothers and sisters, that the Minister of Health wife was overseas seeking better medical attention, he was the health minister. What does that tell you? What does that tell you, brothers and sisters? The Minister of Health wife overseas, and he's supposed to be the caretaker of healthcare in Dominica, making it better. But his wife is overseas getting better medical attention. What does that tell you? Very evident here, brothers and sisters. Treasury is currently modernizing all hospitals in his nation and providing them with advanced tools. Remember the hospital in Portsmouth, they say it's a smart hospital because the light can come on, motion sensor lights. Motion sensor lights, or the AC can go off at a particular time, or they probably have solar thing on top the roof. That is what they call a smart home. Not on the basis that they can do better operations on the people, provide better medical care and health care for the people. No. They talk about motion sensor lights and want people to believe, wow, a smart hospital. Really? Are we that foolish? Oh my God, you should feel the chill go down my spine when I say this. Are we that foolish? Interesting. But of course, Treasury is modernizing the hospitals and of course providing them with advanced tools. Thousands of doctors are currently being trained. Now keep in mind, they don't say doctors in training, you know, brothers and sisters. They say doctors are being trained. The advancements of time, brothers and sisters, utilizing certain technology. They have to be trained to utilize these things. Have you seen this thing happening in Dominica? Thousands of doctors are currently being trained and infrastructures constructed massively. And they're being done by the people. There ain't no Chinese coming and do it for them. They're doing it themselves. All this is happening with zero loans. Zero loans all came from the country's owned resources. Dominica has so much resources, brothers and sisters. It's like we're only using 1% of Dominica's resources. 99% of untapped resources. I was just talking to a partner the other day, saying, my brother, if we could just organize the dams for the river, we would stop complaining about rivers drying up. Even Dom Lake saying that rivers going down, alas, that's why they cannot meet the standard. Brothers and sisters, we've created dams, and the dams could have turbines. And the turbines themselves, as a result of the flow of water, could have wind turbines there as well. On the dams, brothers and sisters, having all this, creating electrical flow based of natural. Oh, Dominica has it. Dominica have it, brothers and sisters. Are we just forming the absolute royal donkey? Oh, and it comes on to the expression of true freedom, brothers and sisters. You have to wonder. The throne in Buckingham Faso is occupied by a working king. Don't mind SKERRIT trying to make himself king, but he was working for the people. That is the main point, working for the people. But no, you're creating a socialistic environment where the people have to be dependent on you. And that is the moment, brothers and sisters, socialism is the breeding ground of poverty. Because you will eventually have nothing that you own. Look at what is happening. Look at what is happening. People cannot afford to build their own homes. So the government has to step in and build homes for them. That is what you cannot own. brothers and sisters. And even if you were able to own it, the other aspect of it is the economy for you to be able to pass on generational wealth. If the people in the country do not have spending power as a result of the economy, how on earth you expect to make generational wealth? Oh boy, tell you boy, it's something. It's truly something else. It's an interesting world that we're living in right now. Very interesting world. Anyways, brothers and sisters, let's continue. So, based on what is actually taking place in Dominica, brothers and sisters, it's very interesting to understand that right now the Prime Minister of Dominica is urging the Electoral Commission to revisit decision that could lead to disenfranchisement of voters. That's what Thompson them have been saying over and over. You guys now reacted to that, saying how on earth could they do this? Removing birth paper, birth certificates. They're removing the very thing that all Dominicans would have to have the true right, and then SKERRIT wants to come and see for he's the savior. No, you mean like Vescott? The situation in Vescott that could have been handled 10 years ago. SKERRIT come and say, hey, and then bow. He's back in his job. November 6th, I think. SKERRIT wants to come as the hero. Hey guys, look, we need to do this. Now there's a catch though. You guys just keep listening. Keep listening, brothers and sisters. Based on what was written here, brothers and sisters, the Prime Minister of Dominica is calling on the Electoral Commission to reverse a decision. October 15th, it started, you know. When the collection could have been like, no, that's not supposed to be. But now they're doing it up to November 14th, brothers and sisters. November 14th. The whole month. And some days ago, now SKERRIT wants to come and say, hey guys, look, you know, let's reverse this situation. SKERRIT told a news conference that the Registration of Electors Act 2025, which he describes as a key pillar, he describing it of course, of electoral reform and modernization, requires all registered voters to confirm their registration with the electoral office during the 12 months ending October 14th, 2026, right there. Now keep in mind, so it starts on October 15, now it ends October 15, 2025 to October 14th, 2026. Right, brothers and sisters. All right. He said that this confirmation process is vital to maintaining an accurate and transparent voters list, ensuring that every eligible Dominican can freely exercise the right to vote when election time comes. Now, keep in mind, brothers and sisters, this is what gives people the power so they can change out SKERRIT or keep SKERRIT there, or whoever wants to come in. This is what gives people the power to do so, voting. Remember the video I reacted to, brothers and sisters, of the girl saying that the Labour Party they messed up very, very bad when it comes down to the mother, because the mother followed them all the time, and she's saying she wants to change her constituency, she wants to go somewhere else. Sometimes I feel the same sentiment about Portsmouth. But you never know, brothers and sisters. Portsmouth has, you never know, change can happen. That is one of the things that I hope to see. I see the younger people, they start wisening up, but is it enough? It's one thing when people wisen up, but it's another thing when the action will come in when they wisen up. Or is there duty for them to leave? Like one of the things I always encourage individuals to do, leave. Yes, leave, brothers and sisters. For better men, because even if it were to change now, it's not going to be easy right now. Let the people in Dominica who are facing this, who have constantly put themselves in the burden, let them face it to rebuild Dominica. Right there. Anyways, he said that the confirmation process is vital, blah, 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 blah. He said regarding the identification document required for registration to confirmation, Parliament provided a clear and affordable alternative for persons without a government-issued ID, such as a passport, driver's license, or social security card. SKERRIT told reporters that the legislation allows anyone without a government-issued ID seeking to have his or her name entered on the voters' register to use an affidavit of identity together with the person's certificate, a birth certificate, and a passport-size photo, obviously certified by a justice of peace to be a true and correct image of that person as an alternative means of identification. Can you believe, brothers and sisters, people were fighting me on that way? People were fighting me on that way. Something is wrong with human beings, you know. Something is vastly wrong with the human, something up there wrong somewhere, brothers and sisters. Simple. People say, no, when it is a passport, you have to get your passport. Mystelics, really? Bruh. He said that these ID requirements were also provided forthwith respect to applicants for confirmation issues by the Electoral Commission on July 24 this year, 2025. So, SKERRIT, I guess, wants to make sure that all Dominicans can vote. Not true? Yes, brothers. Yes, you know, brothers and sisters. Not so it working. I tell you, there's always an underlining thing. You think it's joke? All right, let's take a listen.
The Constitution of Dominica gives the Prime Minister the power to call general elections at his discretion. But some in Dominica have said the new election laws passed in Dominica recently, under which the confirmation process is going on, may prevent the Prime Minister from calling an election. Prime Minister, could you discuss that matter?
Guys, I want you guys to listen to this. We're going to dilly-dally and then you're going to finally answer the question. So
that's my first question. I probably will end here and wait for Carla John Baptist next.
So Carla and what's his name again? The partner stand up there. What's his name? I forget it. Sorry, I forget your name. But Carla and the other guy are the only people that seem to be asking questions. The other folks, they're just there for good looks, to make it look like it's plentiful. Is that what it is? Or they commanded to actually speak? Because to me, I never see none of these people speaking. You ever see Melissa speaking in press release, brothers and sisters? You ever see Kassan Adena? You ever see Health Minister? You ever see any of these folks speaking? So maybe they are there just to make it look like plenty people come. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, help me.
The Constitution is supreme. And
I'm glad you say the Constitution is supreme. So that means the people that you guys went to take attack on, I think it's February 19th or something like that. One of them days where you have the people who protest against the very electoral reforms that you guys will pass in. But guys, let's continue.
When you take an oath, nothing can fetter the exercise of your functions and duties under the Constitution. So the Parliament cannot pass any law, whether it's an election law or a law curtailing the authority of the President or the government, that is contrary to the Constitution.
You're right. Contrary to the Constitution.
That kind of resolution be passed in the Parliament that is contrary to the Constitution. That's established globally, where there are written constitutions. And even countries where there are no written constitutions, it can happen.
So right now, brothers and sisters, my thing just cut off there. For the individuals who don't understand, brothers and sisters, SKERRIT is just making reference to the ability that he can then call elections at whatever time, as so deemed as a result of giving it to the president or the advisor of the prime minister giving it to the president. The president can call elections at whatever time, brothers and sisters. That is what is pretty much stating right there. Oh, keep in mind, we just read about what they want to do with this. Keep in mind there. Keep that in mind. All right. I know some of all you're not as fast. So
and so there are two distinct matters. The Constitution is very clear that an election can be called in the country at any time
by the president
on the advice of the prime minister.
Prime Minister.
And this is what the Constitution says. So that is supreme. So nothing else that Parliament does can fetter that or can
listen
that authority or take that authority away from the existing provisions. People may want to say that it will be better.
Yes.
But they can't say it cannot.
So that whole 5 years business doesn't make sense. You can call it at whatever time. All right. Okay.
They're two different matters. And I don't think I am prepared to allow anything or anybody to cause me to go contrary to my oath.
All right. Listen.
Without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
All right.
It's not for me to tell me I can only go by the Constitution. The Constitution says that any election can be called at any time.
Yeah.
And if an election is called tomorrow,
or December,
or
January,
or
February,
after Carnival, you will go over the existing voters list.
You hear that? You hear that, brothers and sisters? So if elections were to be called before October 14, 2026, then you go with the existing list that is present. So all this whole thing, brothers and sisters, all this whole thing about, oh, we having problems and what halt and what don't halt and so forth, and yes, you need to put the thing. So all this, brothers and sisters, all this stuff. If election is called, some people have been saying election will be called in December. Some people saying after Carnival, during that time, you know. If election is called, brothers and sisters, before October 14, 2026, they have to revert back to what? The previous list. Or did you get it yet? No? Yes? All right. It's not me that I just reporting what is being stated, brothers and sisters. We want to get this thing done, but of course, based on the question being asked, you can do what? SKERRIT, you have to
treat that authority.
And now keep in mind, you talk about the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. What about you guys infringing, or the police infringing on individuals' rights for them to protest? And then talk about Riot Act, when the supreme law of the land is the Constitution that gives people the right to protest, especially when it's done peacefully. Keep in mind, the police doesn't give people authority to do nothing, brothers and sisters. The police is supposed to be abiding by the Constitution. And when the police abides by the Constitution, what is supposed to happen? When it comes down to people protesting, they are supposed to do what? When people are walking peacefully, the only thing that they have to, when people have to reach out, is they have to block off the road, and then the police have to find another way to keep people's rights not affected. They have to go there and say, hey, we are doing this. They cannot say no, brothers and sisters. Or they probably can give an advice and say, can we do it at a different time based on this one, blah, blah, blah. Then the people can say yes, or they can say no. The people have the right. Right there, brothers and sisters. The police have to adhere to them. Which is very interesting that people don't seem to understand this. SKERRIT is also making reference that the supreme law of the land is the Constitution. So whatever electoral acts and all those kind of things, they have nothing to do with nothing. The supreme law of the land, he referenced the Constitution. So he has the right, brothers and sisters, to call elections when he wants. And when he wants to call it, especially if the system of registration or reconfirmation is not done, they can revert back to the previous list. And you have to start all over. Ay, ay, ay. Dominican's boy.
They're two different matters. And I don't think I am prepared to allow anything.
I'm playing it again for you guys, you know.
Of favor, affection, or ill will. It's not for me to determine. I can only go by the Constitution. The Constitution says that any election can be called at any time. And if an election is called tomorrow, or December
or January, after Carnival.
Or after Carnival, you will go over the existing voters list.
You go with the existing voters list. You would go with the existing voters list. Dominican boy, I tell you guys, SKERRIT no. Well, you probably don't know, but the individuals are advising him and not calling the other people name from Barbados. And not calling the name, brothers and sisters, the secret society that people, that governments are. As me about, all right, I'm not calling the name. Brothers, keep in mind, brothers and sisters, I won't come in. Anyways, let me read that. All right, then, brothers and sisters. So hopefully you guys understand what is happening. Then they will go back to the existing list with all the measures, all the monies they give Byron. So Byron, whatever is his name, brothers, they give Mr. over $750,000 to do that. $750,000, and SKERRIT just watch it and throw it and say, no, we don't want it, we make our own. The people came up with their own, civil society came up with their own, presented it, said they didn't want it, they come out in public and read it, they say they don't want it. They make their own. Hi, boy.
The law took that into consideration. So the Parliament recognized that it could not have passed a law that goes so in the event that happened, then you use the existing.
In the event that happens.
Voters list. You understand? And if that happens, maybe what the Parliament could do is to pass a special piece of legislation that requires you to have an ID when you want to vote.
To have an ID now. So what the voters ID? What they can do is pass and say you have an ID to go and vote. That's true. Or you don't get it yet? No. Oh goodness. Anyways, brothers and sisters, moving along. There's also another part where SKERRIT is talking about lights.
All right, and of course the lights, I understand the containers with all of the fixtures are here. I think 10 or so containers. They're on the way. They're still on the way? So long are you on the way?
Since 2023, the stadium should have lights. Press conference, they saying he don't reach yet. SKERRIT himself shocked he don't reach yet. Since 2023.
Yeah. That way long, Baba. You have to go out to God, look, because of what issue? The waves? But you see, come so long, all it is, waves? I mean, little boats going to go out, look back and forth every day.
So why don't you guys decide, hey, we need to alter how the port is? We need to alter how the port is so we can get these things done. That is a big problem why boats cannot stop in Dominica. This is one of the main reasons. Because how they build the wharf, brothers and sisters, is not conducive. You building the wharf in accordance to waves. So when the wave rocking, you rocking with it too. It's supposed to go against the wave, brothers and sisters. The wave rocking, so you shouldn't feel it. You there with the wave rocking with it. And you shock that they have to go guard because wave.
And the saints, we have to, the government has to deal about it. This excuse is using, we go to God. No.
It's not an excuse, sir. It's not an excuse. Just like how people couldn't come in because of waves. Remember all the kind of chaos that was happening around festival time? Weather conditions did not permit the boats to come, so they have to get smaller boats and all this kind of thing where people take the risk to come and do it. And then we still wondering why is this still an issue today? This has been an issue for donkey years.
On this and that, and then hurricane in Jamaica is going to affect it. And now it's going to be waves. I don't know. I don't know. Tell me. I just think. Tell me. Tell me. Independence just passed. So anyway, find out where this containers are from, because so long I hear this containers on the way, and I thought they were here. That's what I'm saying. I thought they were here. But please find out where these containers are, please. But the schedule, as I understand it, is that everything will be up in January. Okay? And I am hoping that they factor in the delay, both during the Carol Festival and, of course, these containers, so that they can work night and day. This idea of we going home, people washing their feet and their face at 2:30 in the afternoon and going home and sleep and so on.
Scared don't easy. Scared don't easy. You paying the people adequately to stay scared? You paying them adequately for them to stay? If it's me that working for government, brothers and sisters, as soon as 4 o'clock, well, I said on Monday, apparently on Monday they working 5 o'clock. As soon as 4:59 reach, I ready to. So as soon as 5 o'clock hit, bow I out the door. Out the door, brothers and sisters. Because they don't giving you overtime. A lot of people are getting overtime. Government doesn't pay overtime. That's wild. That's wild, bro. As soon as 5 o'clock reach, my time is up. As soon as 4 o'clock reach, that's how my time is up. If you're bringing documents for me to sign, sir, tomorrow, you catching me? You don't catch me there. You will never catch me there. Washing their food and you're paying people adequately. But you're paying yourself adequately, though.
Lights and so on, you have to work until you're tired, not until 4 o'clock. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, please.
Work until you're tired. Scary boy. Guys, what are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. This is only one for this vibrations. Tune in tomorrow for another one. God's Spear. Let me know your thoughts, brothers and sisters. I want to hear your thoughts. Like I did before, the video with the most comments, I will definitely be reacting to the comments in that video right there. So definitely do so in this vibrations. Put your thoughts and comments in the comment box below. With that said already, brothers and sisters, be real. Solid King always. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to click it, man. Don't forget, brothers and sisters, and subscribe for more vibrations. This is what Mystelics. Solid King always. Thanks so much for watching. Be positive.